Well, out there is what was the deep blue sea, and you can see how this was. This gap may have been the harbour entrance once upon a time. May have been, I don't know. I wonder, because there's a bit of a gap. But then again, on both sides it is sandy. So if ships had hit that, well, if they'd hit the bushes, it wouldn't have been a problem. I mean, the bushes may not even have been there all those years ago. But if the boats had just kind of skimmed the top of the sandy surface, it probably wouldn't have been so bad. Depends on the draft of the boat, you know, how much of the boat is actually in the water as well, and, you know, high tide, low tide, all that stuff. I'm not sure how tidal this would have been, but yeah, it looks as though it's all a bit flatter out there, but maybe not, you know. Once you get closer, maybe it's all like this as well. To say there are four-wheel drive trips that do go off up to the sea itself, and people can camp right by the sea, and indeed go in it, because it is of course quite salty, and that has produced a business apparently. Maybe not this part, but in some parts over the years people have collected the salt as well. I did remember reading somewhere that you know, I'm hobbling here because of my right foot, real nuisance. But I did remember reading somewhere that it is possible that one day there will be no more of the sea in Uzbekistan and only in Kazakhstan, where they are making some efforts to try and do something about it. Anyway, we're at the side of these two larger vessels. That's where we were, over there. And I don't see a way up. There's no ladder. That other one, there was a ladder. I mean, if I didn't have this injury, I suppose there'd be a way of getting up somehow. But anyway, there you go. Such is life. Such is life. Anyway, where are we? Where's Lisa? Okay, gang. You know, it's weird to think that once upon a time, you know, there would have been people working on these things and eating and cooking and sleeping and swearing and working and cursing the fish, cursing the lines, because, you know, a lot of the fishing equipment that would have been on these vessels, of course, has been removed and probably sold off, you know, years ago. Apparently there were, of course, a lot more of these sort of vessels around, but people have scrapped them and you know, made some money from the metal. So I don't know if the ones here are somehow protected or not. You know, and this one right here, this, you know, it's pointing out through that gap. So maybe that's something symbolic of, you know, yeah, who knows. Once upon a time, it's quite likely that that vessel and all these did go through that gap out into the sea, and they'd have come back with a load of fish. Fish would have been canned and all that stuff. All right, bye.